I am Coach Dave Ketman. I am the assistant coach for the girls and the head coach for the boys. It's a very interesting sport. It is played out in a park-like setting. And you hit a small ball called a golf ball. And after you hit it, you basically chase after it and try to get to the common goal to hit it into a hole the least amount of strokes possible. We are currently at the Villages. Normally we have this driving range, which is laid out here, and then we have the putting green, and over in this direction is a chipping area with sand traps and various challenges over there. So we'll divide the players into different groups. We'll also do various activities to kind of do bonding for the players, little contests. I had to do 20 push-ups myself the other day because my team lost. We try to have a balanced team of seniors, juniors, sophomores, and freshmen on the team. And if there is room for somebody who's at a level that needs work and they're a freshman or a sophomore, we will take them on. So there is a wide variety of skill level all the way down. I think that as people go through their lives, it's why golf is more thought of as maybe the elderly and things. It's not that the elderly are just drawn to it. It's the fact that it's one of the only sports that you can do throughout your life once you learn it.
I'd say my favorite part about golf is that it's not really as much of a team sport as other ones. When you're on the course, it's only you and one of your teammates. So a lot of it is about managing yourself and managing your own, I guess, mental habits and your own mental game. And to me, that's probably one of the most unique things about it.
It requires a lot of patience and making sure that you don't take risks that can not only falter your game, but the game of the team as a whole. So it's just making sure that you have, a strong mindset. Typical game day, we would come 1 hour before the tee time, and everyone would warm up. That would either be like hitting balls on the range or using the putting green. Sometimes people would go up to the chipping green and practice chipping. And then once the warm-up time is done, everyone convenes to the first tee box, and then we get like briefed on like the rules and like how we're going to play for that game. And then we usually go out in groups of two. So the first two players would play the first two players, the other team, and pretty much after you finish one hole, the next two players go out. So usually we go out in 3 groups of 2. So our home games are always at the Villages, and our away games, it varies. Most of the time it's at Cinnabar Hills. That's where most of the schools, they play their home games. But this season, like, we had one game where we played at Eagle Ridge, which is in Gilroy, and sometimes at Santa Teresa Golf Club, but mostly Cinnabar Hills is where our away games are.
So one of the coolest things about golf is because we have such a small roster, but we still spend a bunch of time together. I'd say it forms these very lasting connections. Like even after you graduate high school, oftentimes you'll still connect with your buddies from the golf team. And I feel like as a whole, the whole culture is a lot more, team-based.
Yeah, I think just be interested in golf. It's a sport that everyone can play, and just being not afraid to try out for this sport. It's one which everyone can play, and it's really open to everyone.